Tonight, when the sun goes down, you'll flip a switch. Light floods the room. You don't think twice. But for 99.9% of human history, that switch didn't exist. When the sun set, the world went completely dark. Not dim, not candlelit, dark enough that you couldn't see your own hand in front of your face. And your ancestors lived like that for 300,000 years. So what did they actually do? The answer is stranger than you'd expect. Let's start with fire, because without it, none of this was possible. The earliest evidence of humans controlling fire comes from Wonderwork Cave in South Africa, roughly 1 million years ago. But fire didn't just keep people warm, it restructured the entire human day. Before fire, when the sun went down, you climbed a tree and stayed still. Moving at night meant becoming food. Leopards, hyenas, wolves, all of them could see perfectly in the dark. You could not. Fire changed that overnight, literally. A campfire creates a circle of safety roughly 30 feet wide. Inside that circle, predators won't come. Outside it, you die. That's not an exaggeration. Anthropologists studying modern hunter-gatherer groups today still document this. But here's what nobody talks about. Fire didn't just protect people at night, it gave them something they'd never had before. Extra hours. Before fire, the useful day ended at sunset, maybe 10 hours in summer. Fire added 2 to 4 usable hours to every single day, and those hours changed everything. In 2014, anthropologist Polly Wiesner studied the Jew/Hwansi Bushmen of the Kalahari, one of the last groups on Earth still living something close to the original human lifestyle. What she found was striking. During the day, 80% of conversations were practical. Who's hunting where? Which plants are ready? Logistics. But at night around the fire, everything changed. 81% of nighttime conversations were stories. Not gossip, not arguments. Stories. Tales of distant places. Myths about how the world began, jokes that made the whole camp laugh at once. Wiesner argued that firelight conversation is where human culture was born. The campfire was the original theater, the original classroom, the original church. It's where humans first learned to imagine things that didn't exist yet. But something else was happening in the dark that science only rediscovered 30 years ago. You were not designed to sleep the way you sleep right now. In 2001, historian Roger E. Kirch published a paper that changed sleep science. He'd spent 16 years digging through historical records, prayer books, court documents, medical texts, letters from ordinary people, and found over 500 references to the same thing: first sleep and second sleep. Before the industrial age, people didn't sleep in one block. They slept for 4 hours, woke up naturally, stayed awake for 1 to 2 hours in the middle of the night, then slept again until dawn. This wasn't insomnia, this was normal. Doctors at the time actually recommended this window for deep thinking. They called it the watch, the hour when the mind was calm and the world was completely still. In 1992, psychiatrist Thomas Wehr confirmed it experimentally. He removed all artificial light from volunteers for a month. Within weeks, every single one of them settled into the same pattern, without being told to. 4 hours. Awake. 4 hours. Their brains during the wakeful period were producing elevated levels of prolactin, the same hormone released during meditation. They described it as a state unlike anything in normal waking life. Peaceful. Reflective. It was its own form of consciousness, one that most people alive today have never experienced. Because in 1879, Edison commercialized the electric light bulb, and within a single generation, a blink in human history, the night as our species had known it for 300,000 years was gone. We didn't lose the dark gradually. We switched it off, and most of us never even knew what we were turning away from.